1,000 feet up, what you think of? Oh, I hated knowing that my thoughts would turn to dream, cause I never knew I'd get my chance to link up. Oh, I tell you all of this unusual to me. Swear I came from the bottom, flappers living, walking dead on. But your favorite rapper's name up on the headstone. Big for the cheese and you're dead wrong. Propaganda set the standards in the tear down.
Throw it back, yeah, I'm born to it's talking, it's hustling me where I'm at. I'm living how I want now, no reasonable doubt. It's clear to see, all eyes on me, 400 degrees. Who am I? Ruthless, easy, does it. In public, hated or love it. The underdogs with liquor swabs. It was written in my diary, the start of war. I'm feeling infamous, immortal with my technique. A revolutionary shining with diamond teeth. Young Don Cartagena, excuse my demeanor. Just the glamour life, you still not a player, you ain't half as nice. I'm born again, life after death. I made the sacrifice and super duper fly. Juicy, keep them hypnotized. I said my name is Juice, America's most. Ain't no half stepping, see you at the crossroads.
Money over on my headstone. Here lies them getting paid for. Never take a loss on my headstone. Only take a when I'm dead. I be gang 3 times on my headstone. Been from the cradle to the grave. Now your favorite rapper name on the headstone. Too late, you already lived. It was written in the children's story.
All right, Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying fly, Eagles, fly as they get ready to match up. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line with the Denver Broncos. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It'd be hard to say that a defense wouldn't be ready for a first down run. And when you can gain that kind of yardage against a defense, it's really kind of geared to stop that play. Your confidence has to rise, and now you've actually opened up your playbook. If you want to throw the ball now for play action, you're good to go.
Now Breeze throwing on 2nd down. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And he had a nice play there from his free safety position to hold him to nothing.
And, Brandon, remember when the free safety was always back away from the line of scrimmage?
That's changed.
But has that changed in a big way? The way we see it now, they're almost mirrors between the free safety and the strong safety. One will be up, one will be back, or sometimes both will be in the same spot. On that play, the free safety was there, no gain.
To throw, it's Breeze. Stop shy of the 45. Showed off a nice little move on the play, though. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got them half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Shotgun now for Breeze. And able to find Green. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. His first catch, good for 8 and a first down.
Nice catch right there. Brings to mind the sentence, when in doubt, find your veterans.
He used to laugh back in the day when they would call guys like him crafty veterans. You get up in your 30s, you're still playing receiver, but you're around that long at that position, you're doing something right.
Just remember this. When he was young, he thought the crafty veteran was simply a guy who couldn't run anymore. Now he understands a little bit better.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, He's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. And it's second down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up. Eighth play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. He'll hit Jackson, complete. And certainly some style points there on the spin. Not a whole lot thereafter, but still a pretty good gain. So first possession, 4th and short. Field goal's no gimme from here. What do you think about going for it?
I'm not just thinking about it. I'm signaling go for it. Let's get this, all right? Yeah, look, you're right. You know, the field goal's there, but it's not a chip shot. My big thing is opening drive, you're trying to establish momentum. Let's not stall it ourselves. Let's go get this first down and then continue on downfield and try and get a touchdown.
I like your confidence.
Yeah, why not? Let's go.
So our initial drive of the night ends in 3 points. Maybe not exactly what this home crowd wanted, but they'll take the early lead.
They will take it. You're exactly right. Everybody wants a touchdown. But in this case, good opening drive, put points on the board, and a lot of coaches do believe the first team to score in the game, statistically, often ends up the winner.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. They'll come out throwing here on first down. And incomplete to open things up.
Well, the great coach said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush won, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. And on the ground they go with a running back. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
And they insert their dime package, 6 DBs here on 3rd and 6.
Expecting pass all the way. They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's got the 1st down yardage before being taken down at midfield. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that
first.
wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Going down the middle, and it's complete. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
I have no crystal ball up here. I can't truly see into the future. But if they don't start getting some pressure on him, make him move around a little bit and do something with the receivers, change up their timing, they're just going to get shredded as we've seen so far. Right now, they're off to a blazing start.
Yeah, and you are right. He looks way too comfortable back there in the pocket.
Yeah, there shouldn't be a pillow back there for him, all right? As a defensive guy, they've got to dump him on his backside a few times, shake things up.
Now, they're going to need an in-drive adjustment here on this first series. Looking to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a 1st down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a 1st down.
Broncos with their first trip to the red zone thus far. They come up 1st and 10 at the 16. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now they'll run on the draw. This time a spin. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line. In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. They'll look to throw here. Got his man, it's Thomas. Touchdown, Denver. Demaryius Thomas, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Broncos have taken the early lead. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want it end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive in with a kick other than the extra point. That's it.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And they'll go on the ground. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
On first down, Breeze. That's caught by Jackson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's second down. Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And they'll run it here. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. The tackle made by K.J. Wright.
And the Broncos go to a nickel set on third down.
Yeah, they've got an extra DB out there. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively, but instead it just brings up 4th down.
It's a great job by this secondary. When I watch them, they remind me of elite defenders on a basketball court, right? They want to contest each and every pass.
Great contest on 3rd down to bring up 4th. And coming out now, the Broncos. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a first down.
I know they don't like to hear it when they get to a certain age, but then you have to start to use your skills, your wiles, right? Your mind to beat guys to the football. And getting your toes tapped in bounds definitely qualifies as that, doesn't it?
The veteran showing he still has the agility. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flushed out right, and he will avoid the contact as he slides to a stop. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
Back alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's Bronco football to begin quarter number 2. They're looking at a 2nd and short yardage to start things out. They'll run it now out of the gun. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Right back to him on first down. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47. And they'll go with the ground attack here. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
When the 4-3 defense is functioning really well, you know who stays what we call clean and no one gets to him? The guy playing the middle linebacker position, the guy we call Mike. That means the defensive front is eating up all the blocks and just let him go to the football and make a play.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. But he will have a man, Demaryius Thomas. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. He's up over 50 yards receiving now in this first half. It's a first down.
He's come a long way since his time at Georgia Tech. What did he run at Tech? He ran hitches and go routes, essentially.
Yeah.
I mean, but he ran them really well. He averaged well over 20 yards a catch while he was there. And he still creates downfield in the NFL. That big body and that willingness to go catch the football. He's pretty impressive.
And his friends call him Bebe, the nickname his uncle gave him back in the day. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. The tackle goes there to Linval Joseph. Kind of running there at your own risk against that 4-3 and that big line, aren't you?
Yeah, and I don't really run it against a good 4-3 team that well because I've got to get those guys on the move a little bit. If you're a static running team, meaning you just want to run it in the middle, you may have some trouble against good defensive tackles. That's what we just saw on that play. No gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And that is incomplete here. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and it's 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, that was certainly an aggressive call and an aggressive play. Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
Yeah, and on 3rd down, they said, forget about the sticks. We want 6. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. This will be, let's see, 38 yards out. And his kick is good. And they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So no problems at all on that one. And you know, there's virtually no wind. This is a kicker's dream here tonight.
It absolutely is, isn't it? So to me, with no wind, it should be a passer's dream as well, right? But in this case, the defense held out. They had to force the field goal.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Here comes Eagle offense now as they get set to take over here. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trite expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
He's got his man on the crossing route. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
We always hear from coaches how much they like to run crossing routes because they want to hit their receivers on the go, get them the ball, and keep them moving. How about when you hit a tight end that way? Okay, the receivers are going to run past you most of the time. The tight end, they could do their damage a different way, break a few tackles, and really scatter some people, can't they?
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Let's talk a little football 101 here because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
On 2nd down, here's Breeze. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
From midfield, here's Breeze. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Eagles on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Breeze going to throw. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 50 yards. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed, as that's going to move the chains.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll go on the ground. And unable to get downhill there, as he'll take this up to about the 37. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, it's Thomas. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Perhaps they overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short, okay? They decided to throw the football incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
The Broncos send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. Oh, look at that. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
On play action, it's Breeze. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. And they'll run it here. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, obviously they would have at least liked to have gotten back to the original line of scrimmage. Instead, now they're dealing with 2nd and long.
I thought they would have passed it after the penalty. Probably wish they would have now. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A 4-yard pickup. That gets him going forward, but still 15 yards left on 3rd down. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Breeze now to throw. This is caught by Jackson. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Okay, what can't Deshaun Jackson do? All right, we know about the catches. We just saw another one there. Also gets involved in the return game, and he can break big plays like that. We've seen him do it throughout his NFL career.
We have. What are you thinking of anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm still remembering a certain Giants punter not following orders, and Deshaun Jackson made that big-time return all the way back for a game winner in that one. I still remember seeing the looks of disbelief on the Giants sideline.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. Moving backwards on first down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on second down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Shotgun now for Breeze. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. So the Broncos coming out now. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Gonna throw right side here, complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a 1st down. Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Breeze now 11 of 15 through the air. Here's 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So step off the 5 yards.
Yeah, partner, you know, defensive end, he wants to get into the offensive backfield. He wants that get off to be as fast as possible. A little too quick on that one.
So the penalty certainly helps them out as they come up on 2nd and 5. To throw is Breeze. Now Breeze lost the football, but I believe it was covered by an Eagle. It was, and Philadelphia is going to hold on to the football. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll come on to kick this one away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. That'll be a 50-yard punt with 8 on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
And we will likely not see another play here as they take the knee and head into the intermission all tied. So we have reached halftime here and a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
They'll set up to throw. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
We are seeing two really confident defenses imposing their will on these offenses in this game.
Yeah, absolutely, going toe for toe. Just curious if one of these offenses can wake up a little bit.
Is there any way they can find something that can pop, something big to knock them back on their heels?
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and a mile. Now back to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
The Broncos send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Now, fair catch is called for and taken at the, we'll call it the 37-yard line. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And on the ground they go with a running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The Eagles on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This time they face a 3rd and 2. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did. They'll run it now out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Flash the stick skills on that run, but then stop shy of the 35. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive, and like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. They fake the give. Here's Breeze. Looking left sideline, it's complete. 75 yards receiving for him now. It's a first down. Breeze now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they'll go ground game here with the tailback. And he'll at least get him inside the red zone here, down to about the 19. Back-to-back 1-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Now Breeze on 3rd down. And able to find Green. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Well, he didn't make headway on that one, but he's had plenty of carries all night long. I just wonder if maybe he's a little bit tired from toting the rock that much.
The line of scrimmage, once again, the 5 as they get ready for 2nd and goal. He'll get it up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. He was trying to clear the way, the big fullback. Instead, he gets a hole.
And you don't see that very often on running plays from those guys because usually they're the lead blocker. Normally, when he gets caught, it's in a passing situation.
A crucial penalty there as the hold backs him up for another 2nd and goal. Now Breeze. Wide open receiver complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. A 10-yard completion, but still now facing 3rd and goal. The Eagles on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Breeze now. Now Breeze lost the football. The Broncos say they have it. They do. And at this stage in the game, sure, you wanted the touchdown. You're already in the red zone, but, boy, you squandered a chance to at least get the field goal there, so no points out of this, and we stay tied.
Very disappointed team. No one more disappointed than the kicker who thought he had a chance to be the hero of the day. All they had to do was trot him out on the field. They didn't even give him the opportunity.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be taken down at the 18. The safety, Landon Collins, there to make the tackle.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This will be 3rd and 6. They're going to look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. So they escape, so to speak, maintaining the football. Defensively, though, opportunity miss.
It definitely was, because that's all defenses talk about. Getting the football and either advancing it the other way or just getting possession and turning it over to their offense. That can be a little bit deflating. You're exactly right. A lost opportunity.
Taken right around the 44. That'll be a 49-yard punt, 6 yards there on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And so close to hitting pay dirt last time, fumbling down near the goal line. Now, how does that affect their psyche this time around?
It's a tester, that's for sure, because to be that close and come away with no points is really disappointing, not just for the guys on offense, but the defensive players, too, who thought, hey, we'll put some points up and have a little momentum going. They've got to find a way to just get it out of their minds, let it go,
short-term memory,
and move on to the next series.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And they'll go on the ground. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that'll make it 3rd and 13. From the gun, it's Breeze. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And Denver getting set to take the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And they'll run it here. And a nice pickup as this one gets them to the 10-yard line. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That first down run could not have turned out worse for our defense, because when they came out on the field, their #1 mission, keep them stacked up close to their goal line, and at worst, create great field position for their offense.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall, and they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And they'll take this forward only up to about the 7. 3 yards won't be enough here, as that'll bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to kick it away. That's taken it around the 40. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. We have not seen much on offense from either side. These last few drives, it has been a struggle, hasn't it?
Totally, and you're thinking to yourself right now, if you're on offense trying to get things figured out, okay, we self-scout every week in our game plan. How many things do we do at certain times? What are our tendencies? Time to go to some of those tendency breakers and try and create some offense.
They always have those in their back pocket, don't they?
You have to, and if you don't keep abreast of what you're doing, you lock into a rhythm and make it easy for the opposition.
Looking for tendency breakers right now. Breeze now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Snap comes at 1, and now Breeze. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles.
And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time has run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. Knotted up here at 10. That's our score as we begin quarter number 4. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This is 3rd and 9. Now Breeze. And incomplete here on 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to break our 4th quarter tie. And this one is right down the middle. And they will take the lead at 13-10. So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And Denver getting set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
They'll come out throwing here on first down. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pick up there of 20 yards. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. They'll look to throw here on first down. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Back to throw. Oh, no, he lost the football. A call it luck or skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Yeah, absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Yep. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done. Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. On 2nd down, here's Breeze. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. It's a 9-yard gain, and it keeps the drive moving. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. On 1st down, Breeze. And caught left side, Olsen. A good pickup there, 22. But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down. Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 45-yard line. To throw, it's Breeze. He's going to air one out. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just 2nd down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
He finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
In today's NFL, we're accustomed to the tight end getting downfield and creating plays and wreaking a little havoc in the secondary. Not on this one, though. They diagnosed that one really well.
Tried the dump off, lost yardage. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. And Denver getting set to take the field. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes a better punter may actually determine the outcome.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. And that is incomplete.
Trying to erase that deficit all at once. One big shot. He took it. Unfortunately for him, incomplete.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. He'll look to throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. The Broncos on 3rd down. Not quite 50%. 4 for 9. This is 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. The Broncos send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick for a 6th time tonight. Taken from his own 44 here. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And out now come the Eagles. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
And on the ground they go with the running back. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a 1st down.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there. And on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously. But at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Shotgun now for Breeze. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Green. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. A good pickup after the penalty, 12 yards, and it's 2nd down. And he went in route there from the slot for the completion.
Love how he runs his routes because it's all setting up your defender. Give him a little something one way, take it the other way. Head and shoulder fake. Sometimes you make one step to the outside, then break it inside. Really well-run route.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll go down at the 28. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And that's the type of run that they're looking for because they'll need to continue to rely on him to move the sticks in this tight game in order to preserve this lead.
They go play action here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete. He was trying to find Deshaun Jackson that time. That'll bring up 2nd down. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Breeze again here on 2nd and 10. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
That's a good job there, creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, this from 37. And his kick is indeed good. And that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So they get the 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he will find his man on the outside. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. It's a big play there for the Broncos. 63 yards.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great effort there. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Broncos are an extra point away from taking the lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Now whistles, and we've got a man down. A man down here following the kickoff. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. Breeze now on 1st down. And Green with a catch left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. Wide open receiver complete. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So the yellow flag came out, and that leads to a new set of downs for this offense. 1st and 10. To throw is Breeze. And this is going to be incomplete.
Well, partner, so much for the mismatch. How about the guy at the second level, that big linebacker, able to run with the receiver and make a play on the football?
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Breeze. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. As his guys are in for 6. And the Eagles have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So unable to throw it in for 2 from the 2. Let me ask you, as a former DB, what changes there around the goal line on a 2-point conversion as far as how you're defending it?
You just make sure you never back up and you never retreat. You establish yourself really on the line of scrimmage, put your heels on the goal line at worst, and if they're going to throw the ball, make them throw it over your head because they're going to run out of space because of the back of the end zone. Never let a guy catch one in front of you.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And Denver getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's second down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. He'll look to throw. And he hits his man on the out route, Demaryius Thomas. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll set up to throw. Looking middle, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play. He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. He's back to throw. He's got a man. That's caught. Left sideline. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down. They got exactly what they wanted there. Out route, catch, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
And I have to criticize defense here because you know the situation. You want to keep them inbounds and have the clock run. So I'm sitting on the outside portion of the field and not letting them throw an out route. Throw anything inside and I'll make the tackle. An out route? That's not the way you're supposed to play it.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 11 more on that one and another first down. Back to throw. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Couple extra defensive backs out there in the dime, and because of that, really not many places to throw the football, if any.
And typically, what would you want to do against that dime?
Run the football.
You want to run the ball, but you can't do it in this situation. Not nearly enough time on the clock. You're having to really navigate against a tough defense presented against you.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Jurrell Casey in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll. Back to throw. That escapes the sack. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to go up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw. and it'll wind up being intercepted.
And he's got room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. And they'll go on the ground. Looking for an opening, not much there. He'll get it to the 39. And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. And they'll run it here. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here, as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. The Eagles send out their punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat and mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense bring, and how much pressure can the offense handle?
We're going to find out. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Now back to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down. And he clocks it with just 10 seconds left. And that one is incomplete, and now we're inside of 10 seconds. Just 9 remain. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't corral it. That would have wrapped it up if he'd been able to hold on. Instead, it brings up 3rd down. So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going to be, because from this distance, you've got to be prepared for everything. Hook and laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch. Just got to be prepared, stay on your feet defensively, and tackle someone.
Back to throw. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.